All right. So, looks like I have decided to make second video for you guys. So, as I have mentioned before, these videos are not going to be about giving you guys quotes on how you should live your life or motivational speeches. No, it's going to be straight, hardcore, raw trading. That's it. Might be boring for some of you, but that's all I'm going to show. I'm going to show my history, my real results, my real money in the line, which is this is one of my accounts that I decided to make public this year, and I want you guys to follow the growth because I will be compounding this account that you see, and I will be taking very small amounts off the top, but most of it will be compounding. So make sure you follow it because you're going to see where it's going to be in 6 months. All right. And this is always following the same exact method, same exact risk management. Nothing will be changed throughout the first, second quarter. No. This is going to be the same exact swing trading method that I apply, following and looking for the same exact things that I will be showing you and I have been showing you. If you go to Instagram and you look at my short reels of my very quick breakdowns. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it because I don't want this video to be as long as the other one. So, as you can see, obviously, if you're in the trading field and you know what this is, you already know this is myfxbook. You already know that if you're verified and you have both these check marks up here, which you see, you know that it's legit. And you know it's legit when you know it's a freaking regulated broker. ATC, they are regulated. I don't have any partnerships with them. I don't owe them any kind of sponsoring. They're not paying me for anything. They are regulated. Okay? Meaning that me as a USA resident, I could have an account with them if I use my Brazilian documentation, which I am Brazilian. So they are regulated, right? So what you have seen, and if you're in the industry, you know that a lot of brokers are losing their MetaTrader license because of all this BS that's going on. So I decided to go ahead, move some of this capital to a regulated broker, which is ATC. I highly recommend them because I haven't had any issues. Okay, there is no fakery or weird shit happening where the stop loss gets hit before even the price before whatever. You do your own research, you do your own due diligence, and you'll see whether you like them or not. So far, no issues at all. They're regulated means that what you're looking at is legit, 100%. Okay? So let's get to it. Fuck all that. Let's get to it. So, I have been trading this account, let's say, for about 2 months and a half. And I say 2 months and a half because these initial months did not count. I was moving capital over. I was also getting to know their brokerage, and I was also shifting things, right? It's not like you're cooking a pancake where you're just shifting on this capital and you're moving your MetaTrader around, your trade copiers and all that stuff. So it took me a little time to just get the ball rolling. But you will see that I traded in October, whatever. In October, it was actually like one trade in the last day of the month. So that doesn't even count. Whatever it may be, I am trading, deposited $100,000 in this account. And I am up now 24%. Okay? This is real growth with low risk management. Super low risk. And what I mean by low risk, my risk management, I only risk 1% per trade. This is public. The link is in the bio. Go check it out. Follow it. You'll see that it's a super low risk method. Yes, I could raise the risk. No problem. But guess what? My investors want low risk. I want low risk. I sleep at night knowing that I have 3 swing trades open and it's fluctuating between all my accounts, knowing that I'm only risking 1% of the account. That's what works. Don't get greedy. Don't be greedy. You don't need more than that. You could grow it out. 1 second. Formula One just started playing. That's awesome. Formula One just started playing over there. So, sorry about that. I didn't want to just restart this whole video just because of that. Forget it, right? Skip it. Fast forward. So, 1% risk to a 2% take profit. So, 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. That's a healthy R multiple right there. Whatever you're trading, whether swing trading, day trading, scalping, have a healthy R to X multiple. That is the only way to survive in the market because you will make mistakes. Said that in the first video, and I'll keep saying it. You will make mistakes. You're human. I'm human. We're all humans. If you don't have a robot trading for you, those AI robots that everybody's promoting and selling, if you're doing it, you're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. Keep the low risk, have a healthy R to multiple, and you overcome and you outcome any issues you will have throughout the first week, second week, or third week, or the fourth week of the trading month. It happens. Relax. Take a step back and just keep doing what you're doing. Focus on your method. Focus on your rules. Don't break them, and you're good. Okay? Trading is about one thing. It's finding your edge, controlling your downside, and making changes along the way. That's it. What I mean by changes is some tweaks in your rules to your trading method. That's what I mean. So without further ado, sorry about all the blip, 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 but it is what it is. I am up 25%. I took one trade on Friday, which was the first of the month, against the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is going to tank, okay? For the first, second week of March, Dow Jones will have a retracement, so I'm trying to catch it. So I tried to catch it on Friday. It was too soon. Came back, hit my stop loss, and it came back down again. It's fine. It was only 1%. We're good. As soon as I get the winning trade from, let's say, the Dow Jones on my next setup, it'll be 2%. It'll make up for all of that. No problemo, sir. So, that's the growth. Nobody else is showing you the accounts, whether they're selling education, whether they're selling you signals, whether they're selling you trade copier servers, whatever they have a pamphlet. Nobody is showing you this. Nobody is being real. And that's why I want to do this and focus and do the best I can to be real with you guys, the trading industry, because nobody is doing this. Everybody's showing what they have, the big house. I have a big house. Everybody's showing you everything except what matters, the results. That's all that matters. That's all you really want to know. Is this guy really making money? Is it from trading or is it from selling? That's all that matters. So I hope you appreciate that. Give a like and let's continue because this thing will be public and I'll show you how it's going to grow. You cannot get 24% growth anywhere else with low risk in today's industry or today's, let's say with everything going around, right? With real estate and everything going around. But low risk with great returns, 24%. Is amazing, okay? Within 2.5, 3 months. So I want to break down for you guys. Let's pick one of these trades. Euro AUD. You guys, if you follow me, you know I took advantage of that move. Like, I had such a great feeling about the setup. So I was very confident. And I went in on it with 2 trades. So each trade I was risking 1%, one at a different price. As soon as I got in one, I saw price play out the way I wanted. And I said, you know what? This is a winner 100%. It was still a risk. I could have been wrong. But I would have just gave back 1% for each trade, a total for 2%, which still would have been a winning month, right? Because I closed 11%, I would have just gave back 2, which is fine. So Let's break that one down for you guys. And then I'll break down another one. Let's break down Euro AUD, which, as a matter of fact, I am long on it again. I have one open trade on it. As you can see, this is a live account. And I have one open trade on it. Very, very confident on this setup. I could be wrong. Don't, you know, don't say just because I said it, it's 100% legit. No, my trade, I have losing trades as well. Everybody does. And I'm not scared to show you that. Okay? So let's get to the trade, not on what I'm holding now, but what happened last week for the month close. If you look at the breakdown that I have on Instagram, you will see that I follow the same exact thing. Okay? As price, I'll even put this one here because this one is the one that really mattered for me, but I ended up taking it off because it wasn't necessary anymore. But the idea came from me seeing price respecting and rejecting, going lower, right? It started coming back up, and I'm on the daily time frame. It went above my daily MA, started trading around there, rejected, did not want to go below it, meaning, okay, maybe there's a setup here. Maybe there's not, but it's always a 50-50 chance. It's a probability game. You don't know. But if you have your rules in place, you will protect yourself when the setup is not valid. It's not about guessing. No, it's just about following the rules and knowing that there's a probability of me still losing, even though the market showed me everything I wanted to see. Damn, I just realized this thing is off. Even though I wanted to see everything, it could still be wrong. It could show me all my confirmations and still be wrong, but it's not about that. It's about taking the risk and controlling my losses. That's all about it is. You have to play the defense all the time. But when these plays come, you have to initiate. Otherwise, stop trading, pack your bags, leave. Don't trade anymore, because when you see everything comes into play, people ask me all the time, that's why I mentioned this. Oh, how are you not scared of taking your next trade and giving money back? Because I accepted. I already accepted that my next trade is going to be a loser. It might be a winner. And then if it's a loser, guess what? That's even better, because I know that there's a higher probability now of the next trade being a winner. But I only get the confidence, and I tell everybody to ask me, and I only get that confidence from having stats, having back tested, knowing that what I'm focused on and what I believe in, which is your method and your strategy, works out in the long term. If you don't have that, you cannot have your confidence. You won't. It's impossible. So whatever you're trading, whatever you're swing day scalping, if you don't have back testing for at least a year or more, you won't have that confidence ever, and you're gonna have a very hard time trading, especially after you have two losers back to back. You're gonna be shaking next time you place that trade, and your psychology is going to be all over the place. You won't be confident. You won't sleep. You're going to be looking at every single tick. You've been there, you know. So you have to have confidence in your method. You have to. And that's the only way I could move forward with such a large amount of capital, because that's one of my accounts that you're seeing now. And that is the only way I could take day by day, week by week, and keep going at it. Even though I have a losing week, which I will have, I have no problem. You could join my free signal room, and you'll see that some weeks over there I'm break even or loss of 2%. But and then how do I keep going, right? It's about having confidence. Everything in this life is about having confidence. If you don't have confidence in your life, or with your girlfriend, with your family, if you don't have confidence on what you're doing, what you're believing, you're going to have a very hard time being successful. That's what I believe in. So let me stop preaching. I just start rambling on and on. So let's get to the trades. Okay. So once I saw price rejecting that, and if I put the, because I love working with fibs. Okay. I really, really love Fibonacci. Even if I drew the Fibonacci here to see if price was going to continue, I don't remember, but this was a long time ago. There was probably a sell setup right here. As you can see, this right here, if it had followed my rules, it would have been a nice sell setup. But we're not talking about that. We're just showing you, I'm just showing you that if you draw out the fibs and you follow what I do, you see trades all the time, all the time. And that's why I have confidence. Okay, I had a losing trade, on to the next, on to the next. I took a loss on Dow Jones on Friday. Psst, so what? On to the next. The next one will be a winner and it'll make up for everything. So saw price respecting that, came back up, started trading above the daily time frame and the EMA, because I love looking at the higher time frames, daily and weeklies, if I'm trying to find a trend, or if I'm trying to find a price or manipulation within a trend that's gonna, not continue and break out of it. So that's what I saw here. Once price came back down to my daily MA and rejected it and came back up, I said, once price came around here, that is the only time I started being interested in taking this trade and looking at a possibility that, guess what? We might have a bullish move still because we're trading above the daily MA, right? But the daily MA is something that it's not like I focus on that 100% of the time. It's just something that helps me kind of guide where price wants or may go. Remember I said may go, because price could have easily done this. It could have just said, bye. It could have easily done that and just went below my MA. So I don't only focus or depend on that. That just gives me a little hint and a clue that maybe we're trading above it. We just came out of a downtrend. Maybe price now wants to go back up and recover that. Remember, I said maybe. I am not guessing, and I don't have a crystal ball and saying it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for sure. No, I don't know. But if I see the things that follow my rules and show me the consistency of the three confluences I'm looking for, I'm gonna put my money on it. I will bet on it, and I'm only gonna bet 1%. No problem. Because I know that with long term and over again repeating the same method, I am profitable. That is the mentality you have to put in yourself if you want to be trading long term, if you want to depend and survive off trading. Okay? You have to have that mentality. Otherwise, you won't make it. You won't. And I know it's hard to believe, but you have to be disciplined. You have to change your mindset. And me, like myself, I'm a perfectionist. And if I want to always be perfect about everything, let me move this. You're going to have a hard time even if you have your winning days. So let me put this here. The trend line was respected. And I already know that on the daily, I moved down to the 4 now. And I know that on the daily, I'm trading above the MA. And I have a potential of price keep going up. Now, is price going to give me what I want to see for me to take a long trade? I'm not looking for shorts. I know that this has the possibility also going short. It's 50-50. But is the market going to show me the things that I'm looking for? So what am I looking for? I am looking for the trend line to be respected, which I drew here the first time on this bounce. I'm looking for price to come back on it, bounce on it again, and that's when I draw my order blocks. My zone, I'm sorry. This is my zone. And you can see we have a ton of wicks. Wick. Like, it's just like standing out. It's just like looking you in the face. And if you're looking at certain things, it's like, it's just so clear. It's like the market just shows you just like, it's the bears are getting smacked here. There is not enough pressure, and the bulls easily just rejected, give us wicks and pulls. And it just becomes like very clear for you after you see this over and over again. It just becomes as easy as reading English in a book, because this is a language and you're reading it. And as soon as you're able to read that language, it just sticks out to you, screaming out, potential buy, potential buy, potential going long. And that's what I see when I'm looking at it, because it's like a repetition on something so much that is just clear now. And that will happen to you as well if you focus on whatever it is that you're trading, whatever your method is. So once I saw that price came back down, I said, is it respecting my zone? Now I'm going to draw my order block, which is my blue ones. And I draw that. And as soon as price gets rejected, and it always happens in a trading time zone that has volume, like the Euro session, European session, which is like my time, I mean Eastern time, is between like 2 and 3 a.m., right? And that's when volume really kicks in. New York time session, Asia time session is always very slow, consolidating, and there's always a lot of wick outs. But on those time zones, it's good for you to plan things out for when the market is going to open. You're ready for it. You already have a plan. Okay. If you follow traders like a huge trader that I follow, his name is Byrne, and he trades in a way where, like, how can I explain it? That it's so understandable for me that I'm a swing trader and he's a trading trader. He places it, he plans things out on the weekend, places the trades as soon as market open, and lets them go. What does that tell you? Like somebody that's managing millions, he has like 3 million under management right now. Somebody that's managing millions and is able to just over the weekend do his analysis, watch out, or when the market opens, places exactly where you want, and just doesn't even look at the market for 2-3 days. What does that tell you? That means it's all about planning. It's all about following the rules and just having a plan and not being there just all the time looking at price, looking at your MetaTrader account, seeing am I down or am I up? It does not matter. It's just follow your plan day in and day out. So on the Asian sessions, I see setups as well. That's what I'm trying to say. Even though it's a slower market, there's not a lot of volume, but I can still plan, right? I can still plan on those. But the trades get active on those better sessions is what I'm trying to say, like Euro and New York. So around here, I guarantee you, this is when price took off. It was around one of those sessions, and price was consolidating at an Asian session, for example. So when it's consolidating, it's showing you tricks, right? It's showing you, giving you hints. And I only trade pending orders, buy stops or sell limits or sell stops. That's it. I wait for price to come to me. And I place those trades, price comes to me, respects my rules, and boom, most of the time, once it hits my order blocks, look into order blocks, go on YouTube, and order blocks are very effective for entries, okay? It allows you to have a high risk to reward ratio because you're entering at an area that is very effective. There's a high probability of price turning around and going your direction once your trade is activated. So I only place pending orders, and I do that following that. And once price turns around, but before, let me get back step a little bit. Before I place my pending order, I actually drop down to a lower time frame and I wait for price to change direction. And then I place my pending order, waiting for the price to come back again, respect the order block, which is eliminate liquidity, and take off. And that happens most of the time. Well, I don't need to happen 100% of the time because, as you know, I have a healthy risk to reward ratio. So as long as it happens 40-50% of the time, I'm in profit. And that's all that matters, is being profitable. Okay. So that's what happened here. I had a rejection of the order block, my order zones, and the trend line. Price showed me exactly what I wanted and completely take off. Okay. And it was around here, around this area, where I was so confident enough that I took 2 trades on it. Okay, and that's where I banked. Let me show you guys on the MT4. Euro AUD, one trade was for 3,600. And then the other one was, where you at? For 2,300. So on that alone, and being patient, and keep in mind that I waited for this. I was holding this trade for like a week and over a weekend. As I am now, again, on Euro AUD, holding one long trade over the weekend, which we'll get into that. Damn, this video is coming out very long. It's already 25 minutes. So let me fast forward, okay? Euro AUD, took two trades on it, was very confident, came up, slapped my take profit. Now look how beautiful the Fibonacci is. Is it a coincidence? Let me eliminate my second TP, which you already saw. Let me eliminate the line. You think it's a coincidence that, oh my God, Alan placed his TP right there where price rejected and now didn't continue, and now it's doing a retracement? No, I don't have a crystal ball. It's the Fibonacci at work. The Fibonacci right here let me know that, look, the negative 27 level is around the high resistance. The last high resistance we had. Is that a coincidence? No. The Fibonacci tool, the way I use it, and a lot of people use it, it's giving me already the exact information I need for me to get out of this trade, because there's a high probability that price is going to smack it and just start messing around, not continue. Sometimes it will. Sometimes, as you guys have seen, price will completely ignore it and keep taking off. But I'm fine, and this is the moment where you don't be greedy. Stop it. I could easily have decided to, let me keep those two open. Let me see if I can make more. I want more. Give me more than those 2% each trade, right? I want more, which you will see, and it could have continued, and I'll be sitting here and be like, and I'll be telling you guys, damn, look at all this money I left on the table, which I think happened on my last video. Look at all the money I left on the table. But look at the danger I got away from respecting exactly what the market was showing me, not being greedy, getting out with 2% in each trade, which is a total 4%, closing out the month beautifully, and being happy. And now the market giving me and showing me things I want to see to get in a long trade again, and then going after, and this is what I'm looking for right now, and that's the long trade I have, and going after the next level, which there's a high probability that will happen, because as you can clearly see, structure was broken. We were in consolidation right here through this entire time, which I think this was like 2 weeks. Structure here was broken. We are bullish. We're bullish on the daily. We're bullish now on the 4-hour. And my Fibonacci is telling me that, look, guess what? It might take a week. It might take a week and a half. It might take 2 days if there's a news coming out on next week that the next level will get hit, sir. So I'm going to get in on it. Let's get back on it. Risk 1%, get 2%. Boom, let's go. But if price comes back down and takes me out, I think my stop is around, let me take this off. If price comes back down and takes me off right here, it's cool, no problem. Comes back down, takes me out. But and then if it starts to respecting my trend line again and it shows me what I want to see, guess what? I will be back in it. And then if I'm back in it, I have, again, a chance and probability of getting back that 1% loser, making 2%. I already made 4% on it. So I'm fine, right? Now, if the pair decides to do this and keep on going, now respect my trend line, there's no trade. No trade, on to the next pair, which as you guys see, these are my red flags. Let me actually, it's not showing you guys. These are my red flags. These are the ones that I have on my watch list at the moment. And those are all loading. Those are all setups, and those are all pairs that I'm waiting for to see what plays out. I'm waiting for certain things to happen, my confluences to happen, and those are just loading setups. So there's always going to be a next trade, always. As a matter of fact, there's already one trade that as soon as the market opens, I'm going to start getting into it, which is Audi CHF. I have a perfect sell right here in Audi CHF, which respected. Let me put this here. It gave me a high because the Fibonacci is here. It's not, I didn't even put the daily. But it's around the Fibonacci to give me a continuation on the daily time frame. So I was looking for a retest in that. And there was a trade over here back here like 2 weeks ago. And I think I took a short there. But guess what? We're back to this level. And it's showing me what I want to see. Might be a winner. Might be a loser. Who knows? But I tell you what, I'm going to be placing this open trade as soon as the market opens. Get on my free Telegram channel. The free signal room is free for 7 days. And you can see every single thing there. Everything is open for you guys. Nobody else is doing this. The guys that are sending you mentorships, the guys that are selling you, oh, my dream Lambo, and who knows if it's theirs, who knows if it's a lease, whatever. This is about trading. You want to follow somebody that's showing you real results and real stats every single day, because those are the people that I follow. I follow some huge hitters, and this is exactly what they show on a daily databases. I want to see what car they have. I want to see trading. I want to see trading skill. I want to see what they're looking at. I want to improve my skill set. And that's what you should be doing too. Step away from all the nonsense on Instagram. Focus on people that are showing you what I'm showing you. Okay? Real stats, real account, real money, real discipline. And that's what trading is about. So I was going to break down another pay for you guys, but it's already been 30 minutes. It's going on and on because I start talking too much. So I hope you enjoyed it. Follow it. And I'll show you. Oh, let me actually show you guys. So obviously, if you follow me on Telegram or Instagram, wherever it is, the week was positive. I closed like 4 or 5% last week, even though I had a losing trade on Friday, which is fine. So I will see you guys next week. Oh, and ignore this. This is one thing I hate myfxbook. It's showing these red, huge red things and saying negative 10,000 pips. It's ridiculous because myfxbook has no idea, or they control their pips on US 30 and the Dow Jones a little bit extra. Their decimal on it it's showing that my trade on Dow Jones was a negative 10,000 pips. Like what? That's absurd. It was probably like 105 pips, not 10,000 pips. So you're going to see the negative pips on there and these weird things. That's because of trades on the Dow Jones and trades on gold, which is stupid. That myfxbook still didn't figure it out, that they're calculating their numbers of pips from the MetaTrader platform to their server a little incorrect. So ignore the negative pips here. But as soon as I have a winning trade, like a winning swing, and if I nail the short on Dow Jones, which I'm trying to get, it'll make up for all that negative pips because whatever. But all I care about is the percentage level. And that's all you should be focusing on, okay? As a trader, you should not be looking at your capital. You should not be looking at your pips. You should be focusing and only looking at your percentage. That's all that matters. So this year, I'm up 12% already. And I'm looking forward to the close of this quarter, which I'm going to be positive. And I hope you're positive as well. Follow along. Any questions, reach out to me. I'm always open and happy to talk to fellow traders like yourself. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.